Alright, so here's Rin's Orange Eldar. And yeah, got some weathering on there. It definitely stands out. And this is what he's playing for the 40K event we have in late March. That's not all of them, by the way.
Okay.
Right, here we got leather on the phone. It's okay. You know, you don't need to stop. I guess that is kind of rude to just randomly.
And I want to show off these because I'm very proud of them.
Oh, hold on. There you go. Oh, that's great. Those are some, I think they're called warp hunters for Orboros. Very nice. Can't wait to see the finished product. All right, got some Necrons going on here. This army is about 80% done, so we went with kind of a tarnished brass look on there. Here's some of the other figures in process. They have basically they have base coats on all of them right now. Over here we have some salamanders. Now this is an 01, so that means the painter has a chance to basically set the coloration. Did you do anything different with the colors on these?
It's about basic. I did some highlighting with the base coat, but it's pretty basic.
Okay, very nice. Those look real good. Thank you. Here's some dark elves. I think these are it's a Mordheim ward band. Have kind of a brass and tealish turquoise thing going on here. I think that's a really good color scheme for those 3 assassins.
Too.
Okay, here we go with commentary on
What's
the new
up?
Grey Knights.
Grey Knight
I've got the there it is. It was too bright behind you.
So we were.
Actually, this works. No, come on forward a little bit.
Is that good?
We'll have James's
Yeah,
ear.
look at my ear.
Okay. Yeah, let's not do that after all.
Hey, see James.
Yeah, my dwarf beard going today.
Yeah, I called him Beardy Longstockings. Very nice.
Long stuff.
Okay, that's kind of disturbing. I wish I weren't so close to that.
Hi.
Okay. Oh boy. All right. So what's next?
So, yeah, we first thing we got to see the Grey Knight minis, which look amazing.
Yes,
The 3 things. 4 things.
Even still, then they're.
Oh no, it's great.
Yeah, there's tons of extra goodies, lots of wonderful things on the sprues.
Can you give an example?
Really good example is the Grey Knights in power armor. They now have the Aegis hood on the backs of their armor, so it'd be great for conversions.
Yeah,
making up your own
librarians.
Librarian's gonna be easy now.
Oh yeah,
Good.
Well, not easy.
No more using a Terminator shoulder pad for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say, was it the Purgation Squad or something like that? There's a unit of 2 wound Terminators. They're 55 points each.
Right.
And
The
you can take-
Paladins? Isn't that it?
Paladins, that's
Paladins.
it. You can
Right.
take up to 10, and you can take an apothecary with them.
Right. So they're like knobs.
And 2 wound Grey Knights.
Yeah, they're
that's great.
insane.
And Stormraven gunships.
Yeah, Stormraven
Oh,
gunships,
wow.
obviously.
Wait, what's the transport capacity on a Storm Raven?
12.
Okay.
Yeah.
But do they count as 2?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
You can have 6 of them.
But still, 6
Yeah.
sounds good to me.
it's great.
Oh, the
that's
new
great. Okay.
Dread Knight is a 4 wound monstrosity with a 2+
Okay.
save.
Great.
So
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool.
it
Yeah.
It's scary.
I'm excited to get that model in my hands.
yeah, I can't wait to start converting it up.
Oh yeah.
I can't leave it in its standard pose.
Right.
It's too Tau
Gonna
to
be
me.
a thing.
In fact, when I first saw it, I thought about sticking a Tau Crisis suit in it instead of the Terminator. So, I
Can you
know.
guys hold on a second? All right, Brig, how's it going with the
Pretty good.
things?
It's getting kind of tedious though. I've already got
Now it's like, okay, now make 5 more.
yeah. Well, I've got these ones all done.
Oh, that's great. So the bombers. Are
yeah,
all
and I'm
done.
finishing up the fighters. They're almost done because I just need to glue these on and they'll look.
So let's take a look at the finished this. I don't think we
Sure.
got it. I had a naming contest
Yeah,
yesterday.
you know what I like the most? Someone said Sky Flare, and I thought Sky
Right.
doesn't
Oh,
fit.
you
but I
you've
liked-
been watching them.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
But I didn't like. I liked Flare, but I didn't like Sky.
Mm.
So maybe like a Void Flare, and it could
Right.
actually.
But they've already
open the
used Void for Void Raven.
Yeah, but
right?
so
Use
it's
void
consistent.
again. Then
Well, anyway, that-
I liked void claw. That was my favorite one because it does look kind of like a claw. You know. No, you can pick.
well, I would.
Oh, actually, that's probably a bad idea. All right,
I don't have
so
anything else to say. I've got the same stuff I did yesterday.
all right,
Yeah.
there you go.
Pinky McPinkerton.
All right, we're here with Janine. Janine's like, yay, I get to be on camera, even though I wasn't expecting it, and I was having fun listening to my music. Well, too bad, Janine. Entertain us with Tales of Adepticon.
So, Adepticon's been talking. Yeah,
Talking is a
it's gonna
thing
be awesome.
that how to, you know, do.
So, we are. There's a group of 5 of us driving up,
Okay.
and one of us in,
Wow,
in
you're
a
driving.
plane. Yeah, it's
One
like
in a plane.
it's a 20-hour drive.
Wow. I don't know how you do that. Okay.
And what? Lots of blood angels. We've
Right.
got.
So you're the person that paints well and fast, and so you just got saddled with it, basically.
Yeah, I haven't had to do a whole lot of work. I mean, because I'm not playing. The guys are playing, but I know next week they're all going to go into panic mode, and I'll just be like, it's okay. It's okay. We'll
So you're
just
gonna
get
make
it
them
done."
paint their own stuff? Are you bailing them out?
Yeah, I'm bailing them out.
So, but you haven't committed to this. You just know it's gonna happen.
I just know. I'm just preparing.
All right. Well, there you go.
Yep,
All right. Thanks, Janine.
no problem. See you at Adepticon.
Hey, hey! Yeah, this is the part where I'm sitting down. So you hardcore gamers, you can just go ahead and just you know, click away if that's what you need to do, or you can just keep me on like your sweet radio Gailey 95.7. I don't know if that's how they say it. So anyway, hey, I got to give a shout out to Ogre Stronghold. Ogre Stronghold. That's that works for everything. And fan Sebastian has requested a rambling story. But before I launch into that, I did want to mention I do have a Facebook. I have a Facebook for me personally, which has kind of just become the mishmash of, you know, that and what's going on at the studio. But I do have a official Blue Table Painting Facebook thing that I think has like 3 people on it. So I'm going to try and get that going. And I'm going to put the links for that below. So rambling story. Thought I'd tell you about one of my girlfriends. Hey, so Sebastian wanted a long and rambling story. So long and rambling it shall be. Where shall I start? So I shall tell the tale of the green gonad. So a relative of mine pulls up in a, I believe it was a 79 Dodge Aspen, pale green, and he says, hey, this car is for you, and I think he won it in a poker game or something like that. So yeah, being young and naive, I think I was like, oh my gosh, it must have been 19 at the time. I was like, oh, okay, no questions asked. I don't think I registered the car even. And so this Dodge Aspen was a V8, all metal, just like a tank, and it didn't have a back seat, and it had an 8-track, and the only tapes I could find were Sticks, and then something else I can't remember. Oh, Rocky Horror Picture Show soundtrack. So, yeah, and it had rusted out hubcaps, and when it hit 55 miles an hour, the hood would bang up and down. Bang, 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 bang. And we called it the Green Gonad because it had balls. Meaning when you pressed that, you know, accelerator, it would get up and go. It only got like 8 miles to the gallon, but so what? So I call my benefactor and say, hey, you know, is this car really, you know, is it good? Does it run well? And he's like, oh, I wouldn't hesitate to take this baby to Reno. So I'm like, oh, okay, great. I got some vacation time. I'll go ahead and take it on an Oregon coast trip. So I head out solo in this car. And looking back, this is like so insane to do this. So I'm driving up the Oregon coast, having a good time. And the car stops shifting gears. It's an automatic. And so I have it towed to a local shop. And the guy's like, well, did you check the transmission fluid? I'm like, transmission fluid? And yeah, so I had to have it towed to a transmission place. I go in, again, dumb and young. And the guy's like, yeah, your transmission's shot. You need a new transmission. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, how much is that going to be? He says, if you can believe this, he says, how much you got? So like a sap, I say, well, I've got about $650 saved up for college. And he says, oh, okay. And so I have to sleep in the car that night. And can't remember why exactly, but I slept in the car in the parking lot of Ted's Transmission. I think it was Coos Bay, not sure. Bandon? Anyway, so I get up in the morning, they do the transmission. Oh, actually, no, that's not right. My dad comes to get me, and then I get the call saying, hey, your thing's done. The bill was $645. It was, I don't remember the exact number, but it was $5 less than what I told him I had. So, you know, I prefer to believe that it was actually more than that and that they, you know, just helped me out because I was in trouble. You know, that's possible. I had always thought that they had taken me for all I was worth. Left him with $5. All right, so yeah, and then a friend of mine drove up and helped me bring the car back. And as we rolled into town, the whole engine started to melt down, like smoke was coming up from underneath the hood. And oh, and it broke down one time on the way back home, too. Listen, I said this would be rambling, not entertaining. Other tales of the green gonad were I accidentally pressed on the accelerator when pulling into the driveway and rammed into our concrete porch. So maybe that explains how the car went south. And I also had a girlfriend break up with me over the car, that she didn't want to be seen in it. So there you go. That was fun times. Oh, and in other Gately trivia, I didn't get a driver license till I was 21. I had a much better skill than driving, which was bumming rides. Well, there you go.